welcome the Commissioner of the Alaska Department of Education and Early Development, Dr. Michael Johnson. Dr. Johnson began his service as Commissioner on July 1st, 2016. Prior to that, he served in the Copper River School District as Superintendent, School Principal, District Curriculum and Staff Development Director, Elementary Teacher, and Special Education Program Assistant. During his tenure as principal, Glen Allen Elementary School was named Blue Ribbon School by the U.S. Department of Education. Dr. Johnson is also the recipient of the prestigious Milken Educator Award. Please welcome Commissioner Johnson.
All right, thank you. Thanks very much. It's a privilege to be here. This is a somewhat unique kind of gathering in Alaska, even among other school districts, to have everybody together. And so the privilege to be here is really something. So thank you so much. I'm a fan of your superintendent. I have been for a long time. She has great poise. She's a leader among leaders in our state. I have so appreciated her vision that she has shared with other leaders in the state, and so I've been a big fan of Superintendent Borough until recently. And that's when I found out she put me on the agenda right before a professional speaker like Dr. Anthony Muhammad. And so I started second thinking my opinions on her. So here, listen, my ticket today to get to be in your in-service and participate is that I had to say a few words. So you and I are both in the same boat, kind of. We have to both get through my speech before we get to Dr. Muhammad. So I'll try to get through it so that we can all get to it. I am so looking forward to it, and what a privilege for you that Superintendent DeBoer had the vision and foresight to invite somebody like Dr. Muhammad to come and present to you at the beginning of the school year. Before I get into my remarks, though, we're going to show a quick video. Thank you. So, the video, we only got to go to a few sites, and obviously we didn't get to come to Fairbanks. But Fairbanks is an inspired community. At the end of the video, I said that I wanted to inspire communities to demand great schools. And the fact is, Fairbanks is providing a lot of leadership in our state. Other districts, other communities are looking at what you're doing around personalized learning, the vision you have, and they're learning from that. They're seeing what the possibilities are, and they're deciding that they're going to provide an equitable education for every single student, and every means every single one. So I appreciate the board's vision here, appreciate Superintendent Dvorak and the leadership she's providing, not only here in Fairbanks, but in the rest of our state, the entire state. I appreciate you teachers, the support staff, everybody in this community that's rallied around the idea and the vision that every student means all students, every single one. So I appreciate that, and I wanted to start by thanking you for that. So for my comments today, I basically want to talk to you. You've already heard so much about change, and that change is happening. I want to build on what Karen said so well about your local context and talk a bit about our statewide system. And I think we should all be proud that our Alaska Constitution calls for a system of public education. So I want to talk a little bit about the system. The other thing, before I get started, I just want to give a shout out to Stacy Stansel, one of your principals here. Where's Stacy? Stacy and I work together in Copper River School District, and we went through some good times and hard times together in that district. If you want to know about culture, if you want to know what that looks like, talk to Stacy. She can tell you. I learned a lot from Stacy. Primarily, I learned that when Stacy says, are you sure I should think about that again? And Stacy says, I don't think that's a good idea. That's probably not a good idea. And I should listen to that. And yet she's stuck with me, and when you go through challenges and you learn together, you have an affection for somebody that is really unique, and so I'm a huge fan of Stacy, and I just really appreciate getting to be here with her today. So let's talk about the system. When I think about a system, I think about airports. Airports are a huge system made up of lots of other systems. There's the luggage handling system, there's air traffic control system, food and beverage system, airport terminal system, the ground transportation system, the tarmac system. All those systems work together so that you get from point A to point B. Well, this wonderful thing we call the public education system is built the same way. Each district is its own system, each classroom is its own system, but it's part of a bigger system that's absolutely essential for the continuation of our republic, the health of our cultures, and the sustaining of our economy. Karen said it very well, the system is changing. It must change. And you know that more than anybody. The world has changed and it is changing in dramatic ways. And our system of public education must have purposeful change in order to be the system that we need to be for every single student. I want to share with you 3 ways that we can change the system in Alaska. The first 2 I'm just going to touch on briefly because I know we all are eager to get to the next part of the agenda, but I want to linger on the last one just a little bit. So the first 2, ESSA and AK Challenge. ESSA, as you know, the other ESSA, I learned there's 2 ESSAs today. That's that along with there's somebody else in the world that likes to label things at the beginning of the year. It's been just amazing for me today. I hope I connect with whoever that is out there. And if you like the color code, we'll really have a fun. So ESSA, Every Student Succeeds Act, and as you know, that replaces No Child Left Behind. So though ESSA contains several landmark elements of No Child Left Behind, it also represents change for our state, particularly for schools that are in need of improvement. Now, ESSA shifts the control of those improvement efforts to the local level, which I think is a great part of the plan. Whereas No Child Left Behind would prescribe the improvements, ESSA requires those closest to the school, you and your communities, to develop and evidence those improvement plans. So our state's almost ready to submit our plan. We have to submit it on September the 18th. So later this week or early next week, the final draft will go out for public comment. I can't tell you how much we've benefited from the comment we received, and will it be a perfect plan? I hope it's as good as we can get, and if it is, it's because of the input we've received. I want to thank Tim and Tammy and all of you here in the district that contributed input. I know Tim Parker worked really hard to engage teachers across the state, and that paid off. We got lots and lots of comments that helped inform that plan, so thank you, Tim and the association. The state plan is very broad and general, but the important part is down at the local level when you develop your local district plans. So our state plan emphasizes growth. It emphasizes reading proficiency. We're still working through what school quality and success indicators are going to be. Tim and I have had hours of conversation along with other people in the state on what's best there. Karen and the Superintendent's Association has been really helpful as we think through that. So the state plan will emphasize growth, reading proficiency, those sorts of things. But your local plans, you have a great team here in Fairbanks that will be working on your local plans. So make sure you get engaged as you develop that local plan. No Child Left Behind had a posture of compliance. ESSA seems to have a posture of school improvement driven at the local level. So there's opportunity to truly move away from the aspects of No Child Left Behind that didn't work into an era of more individualized system. So if you want to know more about it, that's all I'll say for now. There's lots more to say, but give me a call, email the department, certainly connect with your local folks and they can give you the information you need. So I see ESSA as an opportunity for positive change to position the system toward more student learning. But as you develop your own plans, please remember, ESSA is not our vision. sometimes we can get so caught up in the federal part of education policy that becomes our vision. ESSA is not our vision. Public education is a system, like I said, with many parts and pieces, and hopefully they're all working together. ESSA is just one part of that system, but it's not the vision. ESSA should not drive our vision. Our vision for student learning should drive our ESSA plan, and that's what we worked hard to do. So, our conversation about vision has been happening with the Alaska Education Challenge. Some of you may remember Governor Walker introducing the Alaska Education Challenge during a State of the State address this past January. He and Lieutenant Governor Millard are both staunchly supportive of Alaska students and educators. The Governor and State Board identified 5 priorities to improve our public education system. So we're talking about systems level here. 1 is improve student learning. 2, ensure educator excellence. 3, inspire tribal and community ownership. And I know Steve is here, or Steve was here at Fairbanks Native Association, and Steve Atwater, and Tim, and Tammy, and Yadame, and Karen, and others that are serving on the Alaska Education Challenge from different committees. 4, modernize the education system. 5, promote safety and well-being. The purpose of the challenge is to create unity around these priorities. So over 100 Alaskans have gathered to do just that. In the past, as you know, there have been many efforts to improve the education system. Largely those have been individual, kind of discrete efforts. And what I hope will happen through the Alaska Education Challenge is we have a big statewide conversation about the entire public education system. And if you follow the legislature, you know that that is something we desperately need to do. And so, again, if you want to know more about the challenge, go to the governor's website. You can follow all the meetings there, click on that and learn more. But I would just say to you, I hope that you will be involved in the challenge by talking to your communities, talking to each other, and helping folks realize how badly we need a statewide conversation about our vision for public education. And then to get some unity around that, and if we develop some unity, there's 100 things we could do. But if we have unity around a few things, the legislature will notice that and they'll hear us. And so I hope you'll help promote that kind of unity and conversation. Look on the website, find out more information, but I think it's really important for the state. Okay, now the last part. So 2 ways we can change the system. ESSA, AK Challenge. AK Challenge being our vision, which I think is most important, but ESSA certainly will impact us. But the 3rd way that I see the system changing so that it works for every single student is if you are motivated for change. Are you, the leaders within the system of public education, motivated to change? Policy can only do so much. And we spend a lot of time debating policy. But good change, positive, purposeful change, will only come from the choices we make in our attitudes and our actions. Public education will change in the next 25 years. Public education will change this year. But will it be good change or not is the question. There are 3 imperatives we need for change to be good and for it to be purposeful and have good value. First one, excuse me. The first one is we have to be dissatisfied for there to be good change. Let's try to understand what dissatisfaction is by asking what the difference is between dissatisfaction and something being unsatisfactory. The difference is you and me. The breakfast you had this morning may have been unsatisfying, but only when you become dissatisfied will you pick up something else for breakfast the next time. Being dissatisfied means that you will make all the difference in the changes that will take place in the coming years in the public education system. What will it mean for us to be dissatisfied as educators? It means we accept the responsibility for what has been unsatisfactory. Nothing will come of ESSA or the AP Ed Challenge or personalized learning or any of the other things that we're working on if we, the people in this room, as Alaskans, are not dissatisfied with how our education system is working. In 2003, in 2003, you're going to still wave me off when it's time for me to get off, right? Thank you. In 2003, Alaska was ranked 43rd in fourth grade reading in the United States. And again, I'm talking statewide system. In 2015, we ranked 49th. In 8th grade math, we ranked 27th in 2003. In 2015, we ranked 33rd. Listen, for some of us, for some of you, it's hard to discuss our dissatisfaction. You work hard, really hard, to make sure kids get a good education. Teaching is hard work. Sometimes your heart bleeds for students to learn. Right now, I look out, and I know many of you, I don't know if today's the first day staff in the district report to work, but whenever the first day is, I know many of you have been in classrooms long before that, getting ready for students. You spent your summer thinking about how to provide a better education. Your heart is in it. Our educators, our teachers, our principals, our cooks, our bus drivers, our support staff, custodians, all of you don't get enough recognition for the sacrifices, the things you give up for your students. Because of that sacrifice, because of that heart that you put into your work, we get defensive when we talk about what's not working. Can you imagine, though, if we were to be defensive when we went to the doctor or we went to get our car work done, the way we sometimes are by the public education system? I go to the doctor and I'm defensive and I say, well, how dare you tell me I have a sinus infection? I exercise 3 times a week. Or how dare you tell me I have high blood pressure? You didn't even ask me if I take time to floss every night. Or what about when you take your car to the auto shop? You say, I just bought new tires, but that idiot told me my windshield wiper fluid was low. If we're that defensive, can you imagine what our bodies and our cars would be like? Listen, being dissatisfied, being dissatisfied with the results we're getting now in our system of public education in no way implies that we have not tried and accomplished much. Dissatisfaction, though, keeps us moving and going forward. It does not diminish the work of those who have gotten us this far. It keeps us moving towards something better. Listen, we've come a long way, but we aren't there yet. We have to be dissatisfied to keep us moving towards something better. The fact is, our system of public education is not working for enough of our student population. We have one of the largest achievement gaps in the country between our bottom performers and our average and top performers. We must no longer be content with the results we are getting statewide. We must no longer be willing to rank near the bottom in our country. We must no longer nourish a system that was designed in the early 1900s for a culture far removed from the reality in Alaska. We must no longer pretend that we got a good start to a public education system in this state. We can no longer refuse to break with a past that failed to recognize and respect indigenous cultures. We must no longer feel it is adequate for some of our students to perform very well, while some of our students are disenfranchised. We must no longer be unworried that our system of public education does not cultivate in all of our students a vision for their own future. We must be dissatisfied. We will not change the status quo if we're not thoroughly, deep down in our hearts, dissatisfied. But hear this. We won't get anywhere if we're only dissatisfied. If that's all we are, we won't move forward. Being dissatisfied means we have an idea, at least an inkling, of what will satisfy us. If I take a bite of my apple, and I say it tastes bad, I must know, I must have an idea what a good apple tastes like. What vision of better? What vision of better do we have that keeps us looking up and out rather than down and back? In other words, what inspires us? So we need to be dissatisfied, but we also need to be inspired. In war, peace inspires us. In sports, victory inspires us. In cooking, taste inspires us. In parenting, character inspires us. In travel, our destination inspires us. What inspires us in education? Is it fancy buildings? Is it how much funding we get from the legislature? Is it new curriculum? Is it technology? Gadgets? Obviously it's not. What inspires us to improve our system of public education? Student learning. You all could have answered that question easily. Student learning. Students and learning. First, students. They inspire us because of their value. Our children are treasured just as they are. Whether they learn or not, we treasure them. But because they are created to be learners, because they were created to grow and develop and learn, we are inspired to have a system of public education that provides for their learning. Our students' lives have meaning and purpose. Each one is worth us knowing and believing in. Each one, everyone, is worth you being here in this room together today. It's worth our time. As I look at you today, knowing the work that you will be doing to help the students learn, I'm inspired. As I try to imagine all that you will go through this year, you more than anyone can share stories of inspiration from how students have learned. Student learning is why we're here. And because not every single student is learning as much as we want, we are inspired to embrace change, to leave no stone unturned, to listen and to learn so that when we say every student, our actions and attitudes show it. Does learning inspire you? Why? Please ask yourself that question. It's easy for us to explain why we're inspired by students learning, but can you explain why learning inspires you? Knowledge is powerful. I believe that is as true now, in 2017, as it always has been. Knowledge is powerful. But I do think we more desperately need to believe it than we ever have before. There are facts about the world that students should know. Facts lead us. Knowing that fire is hot leads us away from injury. Knowing that water quenches thirst leads us to drink. Ms. Stansel, knowing that Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi leads us to make better choices when we go grocery shopping. And Ms. Stansel keeps trying to convince me there's a football team in Idaho, but I still don't know about that. But knowing the Falcons are better than the Patriots no matter what happened last year. Important to know. But okay, I'm straying here. Okay, listen, the point I'm making is, knowing facts, knowing truth leads us away from the deception that can cause great pain for our students. Learning history, math, reading, great stories, learning to explore through science and art and music, learning all those things teaches us about ourselves, the world we live in, and the things, and how to live abundantly. How do we make sure that our system is nourishing and extending that kind of learning to all of our students? Well, that's why we're here. And if you have a hard time believing that student learning is inspiring, or the joy that comes from learning, think about what happens when learning does not happen. Folks, our world is full of places and people that have not valued learning. And look what it costs. Even in our own country, over the weekend. It costs freedom, it costs joy, and it even costs lives. Do you marvel? Ask yourself this question. Do you marvel at the potential of our students? One word changes things. Take some time before classes begin and allow yourself to marvel at learning, to marvel at knowing something that we didn't know before for your students. So our dissatisfaction keeps us moving forward, our inspiration moves us in the right direction towards student learning, but we need one more motivation if we're to harness the change happening all around us. We're dissatisfied or inspired, but we will not get very far if we're not optimistic that we can transform and make our system of public education better. First, I want to say I don't assume that we are any more motivated than those that have worked hard before us. We're not here because someone didn't do something in the past. You're not here because somehow you have the answers somebody before you didn't have. We're here because there's opportunity now. We're not called on to seize yesterday's opportunities. That was their responsibility. We're not here to benefit from tomorrow's opportunities. That will be their responsibility. We are here because we have opportunity now. But I will say, unlike yesterday and tomorrow, today's opportunities in Alaska are unprecedented, and you know this. The challenges we face today open the door to opportunities that education advocates have not had before. You, if you'll have it, we, if we'll have it, can harness the winds of change in our state to take our public education system to places it has not been before. I believe that with all my heart. This is not wishful thinking. Just ask our students, especially our seniors. If you think our optimism is wishful thinking, that means you probably didn't attend a graduation last spring. Graduation is the most optimistic event of the year in our communities. What you learn at graduation is our students' optimism is not tied to the price of oil. We should follow their example and be optimistic. Listen, you will either transform the education system in Alaska as today's educators, or you will perpetuate the same system with few tweaks and leave the job to a future effort. Do you accept that responsibility? Do you accept the time in which you're living and in which you're serving as a professional educator? In 2017, we have tools and resources to extend the benefit of great teaching to more and more students than we've ever had before. We have more research and understanding about how students learn than we've ever had before. Our students have access to content through personalized learning that you're doing right here in Fairbanks than they've ever had before. And maybe most importantly, thrust upon us as Alaskans is a context in which most everybody's willing to talk about change. And that's what makes this time in our state history an opportunity. It's the constraints of our economy. It's the constraints that we're going through politically. We do not have money in this state. We can't take the easy way out. We today, unlike maybe some other generations, we get to think deeply about our system of public education without the temptation to skip a dollar across the surface of it. We do have opportunity handed us through a half-empty pipeline and $40 a barrel oil. We have some really determined and motivated people also that are hungry to change, and Fairbanks is a great example of that in our state. And I thank you. We have leadership in this room. Look around, we have great educators. We have all we need to transform the education system in our state. Let me say clearly, I'm not asking you to celebrate our challenges. No one is celebrating our fiscal situation. Nobody's celebrating taxes, reduced dividends, or a system that's not working for all of our students. I'm not celebrating those things, and I hope you aren't either. I'm not saying funding doesn't matter, but I am asking. I'm asking you as Alaska's educators, I'm pleading, that we meet our current challenges in a way that allows us to see them for what they are, which is undeniable opportunity. Will future generations of education advocates look back and find us individually resisting change, or will they find us celebrating together the changes that we've made happen? All right, I'm going to close. It's interesting to me that often we as educators, all of us, that our own attitudes and our rhetoric don't match the attitude and respectfulness that we expect from our own students. We don't live change the way we tell our students that they are going to have to live change. Listen, we can't legislate, regulate, or dictate our way to a great system of public education. We must agree on what matters most and work together to achieve it. And I'm proud and honored to be working with you. I want good policies. I want good programs. But more than that, for our students, I want all of us to join hands and show them what a group of dissatisfied, inspired, and optimistic people can change together. Thank you very much.